At Volunteers of America, I'm a medical case manager. I work with individuals diagnosed with HIV and AIDS. My goal is to link individuals to care and help them remain into medical care. Anyone is at risk for contracting HIV and AIDS. It does not discriminate. It does not matter your religion, race, age, gender, or ethnicity. The number one thing that we try to tell individuals is to get educated about HIV and AIDS and get tested.
Actually, I was very adamant about getting tested every 3 to 6 months. I'd been with someone for a while, and so I stopped practicing safe sex, and that's where I messed up. So I went to a regular checkup with my doctor and didn't expect anything out of the ordinary, but she did tell me that I was HIV positive that day. And when she told me that, it really hit home, and I felt like, why me? Why was I the one that drew the short straw? I'd done everything I could to, keep myself healthy. So it was really hard, and I just felt like life was over at that point.
I turned a blind eye to the epidemic of HIV and AIDS in Baton Rouge because, well, not just necessarily Baton Rouge, but even in the country. For me, it did not exist. The definition of the people who were going to be infected did not fit me. I wasn't gay, I wasn't white, I had never smoked, never drank, never done drugs, not promiscuous. So HIV and AIDS had nothing to do with me. I was a praying woman, I was in church. So why would AIDS have anything to do with me? I was disconnected, as is, a whole lot of people, because it didn't fit the lifestyle that I was living. So I had no idea it would ever affect me.
Volunteers of America supports individuals diagnosed with HIV and AIDS through providing support coordination through medical case management. We help individuals with medical assistance, whether it be medication, transportation to their appointments, housing, applying for benefits such as insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, or disability. When a person first comes to Volunteers of America, they're going to be greeted and welcomed as a person, first and foremost. Then they don't have to worry about their information being shared with anyone. We keep everything confidential. They don't have to worry about people judging them. They don't have to worry about the stigma. They don't have to worry if somebody knows me because I come to that building, because Volunteers of America has an array of services that we provide. It's not just HIV. So when you come to Volunteers of America, no one knows what you're there for. You could be there for any of the other programs that we offer, but they can always know that their information will be confidential.
What inspired me to become a consumer advocate at Volunteers of America is, honestly, I'd been doing it by myself. I had friends that came to me and they knew of my status, so they came to me for guidance and help, and I guess to have that person to support them. With my resources that I had by myself, I didn't really have the opportunity to really help them as much. It was more of just talking to them. With Volunteers of America, I saw a chance for me to actually really make a difference. They gave me the tools that I needed to help people get into care. They gave me support systems that I can give to other people to help them stay in care.
Volunteers of America is an advocate for people living with HIV and AIDS because they have the spirit of inclusion. My being a client at Volunteers of America has empowered me in many ways. I've been accepted as not just as a client, but as a professional, as a minister, as a whole complete person. Someone not taken, but someone having what it takes to give back in order to empower other people. And the sisterhood that I found at VOA has kept me as a client at VOA. The compassion, the empathy, every agency should do what Volunteers of America does, and that is make people feel like they're people and that they matter.
When people come to Volunteers of America and they're broken, hurt, lost, need help, I can put myself in their shoes because I've lived through what they're going through at that time. And I'm able to show that even though I have that diagnosis, it does not mean your life has to stop. I think it's good that Volunteers of America has someone in my position that could give people real-time experience, let them know that I'm a model of what you could be. I'm a model of a person that has been through the depressed portion of it, been through the fact of wanting to give up and not being defeated.
Volunteers of America Greater Baton Rouge is part of a national faith-based organization and has been serving the Baton Rouge area since 1921. With a professional staff of 400 and the help of 1,200 volunteers, we reach and uplift over 20,000 people annually, including homeless individuals and families, low-income seniors, abused and neglected children, and adults with disabilities. Since 2000, Volunteers of America has made a special commitment to empowering people living with HIV and AIDS in 9 parishes, including Baton Rouge, through Care Coordination Services.